Hey, live stream people, what is up? Let's see. Gonna put this here, see if anybody shows up. Who will show up? If nobody shows up in a few minutes, I'll be done. Because I have too much to do to really do this live stream. Ooh, there's a person here. Hello, person. So today, I'd like to look at some perspective holiday stuff. I have a lot of ideas as usual, but I'm really jazzed for everything this year. And one thing I've been doing is I've been practicing in the bleak midwinter arrangement, but like the Jacob Collier cover with the modulation to G half sharp. And my piano here doesn't have a mod wheel, so at work I'm going to get there early just so I can practice with the mod wheel piano. So that when I play, my foot is up here moving the mod wheel just a little bit. It's really hard to move it up a quarter tone while playing though, and I want to create a pretty demanding piano part. Kind of like. I don't know the melody. So if I'm playing in like a two-handed way where I hit some chords up here and go back down, and my foot is still up here, like, can I still do that? And it gets harder to move my left hand fluidly than to move my right hand. This bias favors the right hand. So I think that'll be okay. Another thing I'm doing is there's just a lot more Christmas songs I want to arrange. And I want to feature some guest stars, some performers I know. One thing I've been working on is It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Now I'm playing it in 12th here, but I'm thinking about tunings that would be good for it. For this first part, that's the bass line is going up, right? If we're in this key, and we're in A flat, so it's going A flat, B flat, C, D flat. And then the right hand part is harmonized in fifths. So I think doing that in 17 tone equal temperament would be really cool, because you get a lot of exaggerated melody. And the idea here is C, G, A flat, E flat. Two groups of fifths will sound really good in 17 tet. And then for this, I forgot what I was doing there. So I don't know. This is a great chord that I really want to put in, like a D augmented with something. But I don't know how it'll sound in 17. The major thirds might be so large that it might not work, or it might work better. Who knows? But here, no, we're doing that glorious song of old. That would normally be on the 4. And then the 5 of 5 would go to the 5. But here instead, right here I have it like an F chord with its major third. And then we have a split third, or sharp 9. And I'm going to spell it as a third in 17 tet, because then I'll be able to come up with all these circumstances where the chromatic semitones are also neutral second apart. So the fact that there's, like if this is A and this is A flat, the fact that there's more distance between A and A flat in 17 will mean that it will fit more within the context of that chord. And as for this part, we can still get sussy with it. And then I think for this part, I don't know if we would change the tuning. Ooh, that's fun, right? So we already established a little rising chord progression where it goes. So those chords are like A flat, B flat minor, A flat major 7, D flat 6 9, because this is like D flat, A flat, B flat, E flat. But now this twist, same chords, harmonized in fifths, except when we get to this one now, instead of it being like a 6 9, I'm using like F sharp melodic minor notes. So this is like D flat, G flat, A flat, B double flat, C flat, D flat. So it's just this beautiful diatonic cluster that has a similar vibe on the outside, and like you have D flat tonality, but you have different notes, sort of giving it a new meaning. I don't know how that'll sound in 17. It might sound funky enough in 17 that I want to use a different tuning. Let's see. And then to touch their harps. We're going to use the sharp 9 here. Let's see. Yeah, like an F7. Harps of gold. And I was thinking if I did 17-10 there and had this CG in the bass, then I could just crawl down by fifths. Still deciding how I want to do that and split the semitones. It might be, I don't know if 17 splits the major third in any other exciting ways that I would want to take advantage of. Maybe I could do C, B, B flat, B double flat, A flat. And hopefully it would be obvious that like like that those three semitones in the middle. Oh no, wait, that's still the same in 12, isn't it? Oh, the hopeful part would be that like if I'm going from C to B in the bass line, then to B flat, then to B double flat, and then to A flat, that like the distances between all the B's would sound larger than these semitones on the outside. But I don't know if that's Zen harmonic enough to really count. You might be able to hear that. You might be able to hear that and be like, oh, it just sounds a little funny. But I don't know. So yeah. Okay. So the normal melody. So that is like a C7 going to F minor, then B flat 7, then back to E flat 7. So here, I think my idea was to kind of use this fifth here, assuming still 7-10 or 17-10. And then we have a sort of an A minor idea. So now we're playing A minor here, and then F. And then we have this split third again with the bass line. And in 17-10 again, that distance is wider. So it will sound more correct. And then this will be more sort of D augmented with B flat action. And then E flat 7 kind of. Oh wait, I think I'm reading the wrong one here. Oh yeah, I agree to just hang out on B flat. Oh, it starts on here. So you can just harmonize that in fourths, and that still works with 17-10. Oh, and then we have, I guess, like a B flat sus. And and then we can inch down, and then it kind of resolves. And then with that E flat, I'd want to change the tuning on this part, maybe to 19. Or maybe put a little bit of 1710 in it, because I still have that thing going where I have like this D augmented chord and these cool fourths are going over it. Like this is D augmented and this is F and B flat, E flat and A flat, D and G. So that definitely, oh yeah, actually, you know, F sharp G and A flat create an 0-1-2 there. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, that's a pretty neat scale. It seems like sort of vaguely octatonic or alt or something. But yeah, anyway, this part here is circle of fifths. A minor, A half diminished 7. Oh yeah, I could agree to, if I didn't want that 0-1-2, I could play this here and then just have the melody, since we're out of 1710 now. And this is like G minor, but the melody's on E flat, so it's got this cool E flat vibe. Then C minor 7, F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat 7, A flat. And then here's sort of another thing that I have. This one is a lot more based in tertian harmony, and the chords that happen on certain note hits are a lot more surprising. It's like here. Oh, I haven't decided on this part yet. It seems like a lot of times where I hit F, I can substitute it in E flat minor ninth, and it sounds really neat. And I think I want that to be kind of the theme of this verse, but I don't want to overdo it. Still through the cloven skies they come. So right here, the fact that I get on this G means that I'm substituting in an E minor tonality with the 11th as a linear harmony leading to here. And this isn't diatonic in the key because it has a G flat, but it's okay because I don't hit a G. So that's minor. So this is A flat, E minor 11, E flat minor 9, and then back to C minor, and kind of A flat minor 7. And then maybe that should resolve to G flat. You could think of the A flat either as something that gets there naturally, or you can think of, like, if I move this up to B and it becomes a G7 alt kind of thing, then that's also a tritone sub going here. Skies, they come with peace. And so if I have this G flat 7 here, something else has to happen. Because I'm going up to a G here. Maybe I can go down a bass line. Peaceful. That's not too bad. So that's like G flat 7, like an F chord that has like an E flat on the top of it, E flat major. It's like F A, B flat, E flat, G. I've noticed the chat is silent. That's funny. Oh, microphone's standing in the way. Then the chat will talk. Yeah. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so oh yeah, I mean it had to be done soon, unfortunately. Sad days. Okay, so just because I have to take advantage of Cyber Monday in like the 1 hour I have in the morning. Okay, so let's see. We had this still through the cloven skies that come part, so verse 2. And I might change the verses a lot just because I want the text painting to be really good. So I'm gonna try and get it to match. And then I guess after it hits this like F flat, something vaguely B flat like. I've been using an augmented chord, so I wonder if I can use like a really nice dirty alt chord to do it. Like if I had F flat here and then I go down to D. I definitely want to do something in this ballpark. Oh, maybe I can use a whole tone chord. I like that. I feel like it fits with what we were doing with the texture. Let's resolve to G flat 7 again. Now, there's a really cool substitution that I can't get over, is substituting like the 5 normally just resolves like this, right? But what I'm doing there is I'm substituting a flat 3 chord in inversion. It's like a C flat major 7. Here, I'll show you. And the root is still E flat, so it just kind of works as like something modal, where C flat moves back up to C. Oh, and I forgot on this one. See, I don't know how to connect these pieces exactly yet. I'm going to do some tinkering until I find the best possible transitions between like really interesting modal interchanges and things like that. But I'm going to go to like here. There's going to be one part that uses C. And still heavenly music floats. Ooh, yummy. That's like an A flat chord there. Hey, Aramax and Francie music. Thanks for joining in. Happy to see you all here. Yeah, having a good Microtonal Monday. Oh, here's the thing I forgot. If I make like this G in the melody important to the leading tone, like this note here. If I make this note important, I think in this verse, since I've got these pairs together, I'm wanting to like not have it be a compound thing, but have it be like a duplet. So like doing it like this. What's really nice about doing those two together is that the melody, when it goes to this B flat, in both of them, I have an E flat minor 7th chord, recontextualizing it. So it kind of matches, if that makes sense. Except this one has a B flat in the bass. And then this goes, bass line keeps going down. And this is like F7, then kind of like an A major 7 with a sharp 11, but it has G sharp in the bass. Now the great part about this is it takes us to B double flat territory if we spell things correctly in a microtonal tuning. So I'm thinking I probably want to use 19-tet for this part, just because we'll hear those shifts really nicely, but we'll still have triadic harmony. So this in 19-tet. Next chord, yeah. And then this E flat chord, if it has an A in it, B double flat can go back down to it. And so there's like various minor seconds that are moving microtonally in the middle voices that don't exist in 12-tet, which I'm really excited about. Does it have F7 here? anticlimactic. I think that's meant to be F minor 7, but I wrote in F7. I wonder why I did that. I guess what I can do is I can change the qualities of them so that there's microtonal voice leading in the middle. And that one is really important because we just had E flat. And then this note, this is an F flat tonality again, since we have A flat up here. And then these notes here are, well, if we were speaking in E language, like let's say we were E, it would be A, C sharp, D, F sharp, G sharp. But if you're spelling it as B double flat, like you would need to in 1910 to keep this note the same, it would be B double flat, D flat, E double flat, G double flat, A flat, right? No, G flat, A flat, duh. So it's this idea of like when you go to another tonality and you hit a surprising chord in a different modal area, you want to put notes in that chord that will stack in it, like in an agreeable diatonic way, but also make them as far out as you can. So like here, since I was using F, I was like, okay, how far can I go into B double flat territory if I hit this F chord here? And then the plan is for G flat to go G flat. I don't know which flat it would be. Oh, I guess it would be G double flat. Like G flat, G double flat. And then to have this kind of thing happening, where you have an A chord, but it's it's B flat, B double flat. Have it major, and then having these notes in here. I think that would be it would be a minor. It would be like C sharp harmonic minor here, but it's going to be like D flat harmonic minor in 1910. And so what that does is it changes the makeup of what's in here to this. This note resolves down. You still have some movement. This is still the top note. And so then the F flat chord moves to a B double flat chord. But then you can balance these notes so that they sound really nice. And then the next part that's all I've gotten to, I think, basically. And I know there's a part where I want to have like a looking out for glad and go. Let's see. Golden hours. And then the idea is that the roots are just moving back and forth between. It's true, okay, I do. It's not a 19-tone equal temperament. It's so sad. Oh, hey, guess what my keyboard is in over here? 11. Yeah. So this will be. I already used this for a really exciting project. I've been collaborating with Matthew Sheeran, and some instrumentalists have actually played one of my pieces. A Budapest film orchestra was playing it. And so recently, I recorded the piano part with a video, which was kind of hard to play. And then the other thing I want to do is I really want to play Savish's Mad Mile on this thing. I haven't arranged any of Mad Mile yet, but I've listened to it a lot. So I think I kind of understand what the bass line is doing. And he gives you a hint in the description about how the chords move. If they're just like parallel near just things, then I think it should be pretty easy to figure out. Plus the microtonal Hanon exercises. That might be in like the organ scale or whatever. But yeah, no. Neat. But yeah, anyway, I think it's exciting to have this part lurching between tonalities as well to allow for microtonal voice leading between F sharp and G flat. Let me explain. So this part. D flat roots and C roots, but the tonality is stacked and the chords are different. So this is like D flat major 7, right? I can add this note if I want. And the C fits in. And then when we have this chord, since we have C, D, E, this is just C Lydian stacked up. C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Just all 7 notes. And then F sharp can move to G flat in microtonal tuning, but in this configuration, it's just the same. So, da, 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 da. And then when that resolves out, there will be this cool microtonal shift where F sharp goes to G flat, and this is like a G flat major 7 tonality again. And then it can go to a C alt something. Yeah, actually, I do want to do C alt. Because I want to see how that sounds in 19. Ooh, that's nice. Maybe the third's too low. So I'm having a C augmented 7th, and then like the flat 9 is here, and the sharp 9 is there. But in 19, yes, in 19 we will have to spell it as the sharp 9, I think. So, then an E flat in the G flat major 7th chord can microtonally lead down to D sharp. But see, in 12 we don't have any of this nuance between the chords. So this is not a very Zen harmonic way to write, is it? Because what I'm doing with this one, I have different methods for each one. So I think there's different completely valuable merits in like starting with a piece and saying, okay, I'm going to translate the melody into some weird Zen harmonic scale and see what happens, and just work with whatever occurs and see if I can get the functions to line up or not, whatever you want. And then there's also totally merit in just like taking something where you have a normal melody, but you can make it chromatic, and then chromatic voice leading in between chords of sort of tonalities that are far away from each other but share some notes. They tend to work out well in things like 19 tone equal temperament. Now, the reason that I'm not using 31 tone equal temperament for these things, which is more pure, there's a lot of reasons. One reason is because there's more notes to keep track of, so it's slightly more frustrating to work with from a MIDI-based perspective. Another reason is because if you hide very small movements of voices in the inner voices, people won't notice as much. And I really want to make sure that when I'm doing something like going from G sharp to A flat, that people notice that as a color shift. And in 31, if I do that, it's just a diesis. So it's quite possible that that could slip by the ear. So that's another reason to use it. Yet another one is because since it's smaller, 19 is smaller than 31, I feel like it's easier to get at Zen harmonic relationships. And actually, it's really just a branch off of reason 2, where like you have things that are far apart in tonality. And so in 19, that's more of a seismic shift. And then in 31, that's a less seismic shift. So I think in 31, you have to work a lot harder to make things actually sound Zen harmonic if you're just using diatonic constructs, because a lot of the relationships are smaller when it comes to like, going between G sharp and A flat, things like that. Let's see. Oh, new to microtonality, idea of moving down a syntonic comma to an enharmonic is so cool. Yes, you should definitely do it. It's very fun. I must say, it is fantastic. When I went to a microtonal camp a few years ago, we would do a thing where we would sing a magic spiral, where we'd like sing major chords in tune, and then there's like a pattern you can do that's quite easy that shifts between chromatic mediates. And theoretically, if you're locking the chords bang on in tune, it will just start to sync slightly. And it would be a progression where the magic comma, if you were to use it in a temperament and temper the magic comma out, the progression wouldn't be drifting downwards whatsoever. So yeah, let's see. Physically playing sounds. Yeah, darn. I really wish I didn't have to go, but it's Cyber Monday, and I have to stock my new computer with a lot of stuff. And I don't quite know how to do it. I'm hoping that Dorico can be on multiple computers. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming out to Microtonal Monday. We've got lots of Got lots of holiday cheer to look forward to. Oh man, another one I really want to do is "I'll Be Home for Christmas" because man, those chords are so jazzy. I'm just in this desperate struggle to beat Jacob Collier to certain jazzy Christmas songs because he's working on something. I have no idea what it is, but if I just do "I'll Be Home for," actually, it would be good if he did the same one because then I could just say I did it with more microtones at the exact same time he releases it, and people will be like, "What? More microtones? That's impossible." So yeah, no, it's great. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to trying that piano arrangement at work with the mod wheel. I'll have to update you guys on how that goes. In the meantime, I'll be working on just about everything else under the sun, and I will see you all later. Bye.